Building downtown.
Hey, it's the Building Downtown. You can follow us on social media at The Building DT. You can follow and subscribe on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, Google Play, wherever you get your podcasts from. I'm your host, Jason Kelly. You can follow me at JKellyMMA. You can follow my co-host, Amy Barton, at Ames Bell, and my other co-host, Kirill Kasatskiy, at Apostle Raps. KOTD Round 2 North Division just finished up. We had a instant classic go down. We had another advancement in the tournament. We had a non-tournament battle fallout and a non-tournament battle that resulted in the best judging recap ever. But let's start at the main event of the night. Marvwon versus Corey Charron. For those that haven't seen it yet, Marv did win. Judges split 2 apiece. It came down to the fan vote, 51% for Marv, 49% for Charron. I think Amy, Kirill, we probably all have a whole bunch to fucking say about this. But I'll go first. Before the judges came out, I said to Kirill, I think Marv got that. 1 and 2, and Charron got 3. Amy, what were your thoughts before the judges delineated, as awkward?
I genuinely think it could have gone either way. I felt like Charron was kind of off-ish in the first, but definitely got the third. The second, I was like 1% closer to Marv. I wanted to give it to Charron because I was like, it was one of those, like, at the end you steal, like in a fight, right? Like if you end a fight with an awesome takedown, then everybody wants to give it to you. That was like Charron's third, right? So yeah. Somebody dusts somebody in the third round, but they got the shit kicked out of them in the first and second. It's like, you know what the perfect fight is for that? The first BJ Penn and GSP fight. Right. GSP beat up BJ. It was either GSP won 1 and 2 or 2 and 3. And BJ beat the shit out of GSP for one of the rounds, either the first or the third. And people were like, look at GSP's face. I remember the one meme that was going around after that. BJ went to the bar, GSP went to the hospital. Who really won? Well, it's a scoring system. Right. GSP won. Yeah, this is how it works. Right. But other than that, though, like, I think that it was a classic. I mean, it was fun to see Marv go back to his autism bars, because I think that harkens back to one of our favorite Marv battles. And then, it was fun to have Charron kicking out some D12 name drops there for me anyway. But
yeah. There's something I want to say about Marv's autistic bars and some other stuff, because I'm sure we're bringing it pretty deep into this battle. Before we get too far, though, Kirill, what were your thoughts? Take one.
I had something on autistic angle from Marv too, right? And then I think Charron rhymes better.
Yeah,
that's my opinion on that. You know what I mean? I don't know about in terms of the battle, like the battle environment and how all that went down, right? But it was, at the end of the day, it was a taste choice, like, you know what I mean? Preference thing, right? Because it was so fucking close. It was definitely a preference thing. I thought Charron won.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You told me you thought Marv won, so obviously, even if there's a discrepancy between us, then definitely, you know what I mean?
No shit.
Yeah. Nobody knew who the fuck won. That's it. Just went. It could have went either way.
Yeah.
Right. Literally.
Yeah. After the battle was done, Kirill and I were looking at each other, and Kirill's like, "I think Charron got that," and I was like, "No, I think Marv got that." He was like, "What?" And we're sitting here watching the judges' decision, and direct fucking. I gotta stop with the direct, right? It's direct. One of these days, I'll probably keep fucking it up. Don't feel bad. You shouldn't be saying Nameless's real last name. But anyway, Direct said something like along the lines of, it's getting tense in here or something like that. And he's like, just wait for the decision. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, well, I forget, because it was on Twitter too. So I was like, it builds a little more anticipation. But I did not expect that fucking split down the middle, then the 51-49%. That's actually how that battle should have been scored. That is the correct score, either way you look at it.
Agree. You know what, though? I will say, as far as Charron goes, that, the chat said it a lot. I saw it on Twitter. Charron kind of said it. That he switched up, like, his cadence and his style and kind of sped everything up because the small room, no crowd thing, no audience. I would have done the same thing if I were him. That would have been my strategy. But I honestly think that would have been his undoing, or that was his undoing, because I don't think anybody really knocked him for anything. I mean, dude had, as always, like, he can flip anything. He had pre-buttals and rebuttal. You know what I mean? Like, he did the Charron things that Charron is known for doing that everybody loves. But it was just like, and some people were saying it wasn't personal enough. I mean, Sharon's not Mr. Personal. Like, autism bar is personal himself anyway, but I feel like if he'd have slowed it down a little bit, some of that stuff might have hit a little harder.
I agree with you completely. Some of his punches didn't hit properly. And it seemed rushed, but that was his plan of attack. He explained why that was his plan of attack. And yeah, it did work against him. And Marv worked it perfectly. Here's the thing I want to say about Marv with the autism shit. Marv says he sets up everything with how Charron looks for pity votes from autism and then goes into a whole thing about how he has autistic brother and how hard it is for him. And I was like, motherfucker, do people see what's going on here? Do people see this shit? It was clever as fuck though. And Marv had some shit too, like when he was talking about like black people struggling, if he doesn't get the 50 grand, people don't get to eat in this community and shit like that. It's like, you're going to need like a caustic to come back at that and be like, fuck you and the people that can't eat. Fuck them. I hope they die. Right? Like, Charron's not that guy to come back with that. So then it puts them in more of a fucking corner.
And what did I tweeted something like that. What did I tweet?
Oh, something about this isn't Pat Stay, don't expect rebuttals. Something along those lines. Some autistic rebuttals. Yeah, something along those lines. Yeah, though, fucking just a classic. And Marv's third was a lot about the black people suffering and poverty and shit like that. So I thought for sure there's nothing Charron's going to be able to do to come back in this third to beat that, especially where they are, the environment they're in. And fucking Charron won the third, clearly. That was some of the fucking greatest Charron I've ever seen. He was incredible in the fucking third.
Where was that? Was that the emoji eats cookies from their browser? Was that in the third?
Oh, I forget which round that was in.
That was a good one. I like that one. I giggled at that one.
There's so much material in that battle. I can't wait to watch it a million more fucking times. But yeah, Marv was on point.
It sucks so much that we can't rewatch it again and again. I'm gonna keep bitching about it, right? Because it's like
they're releasing recaps on YouTube now, so I don't know if that's a sign of things to come. But King Fly did say the other day that the battles will not be on YouTube, but they're putting out recaps for people that didn't see shit. They're putting them on YouTube, so hopefully that's a sign that they're moving somewhere. Well, King Fly even said to us, you can probably expect the end of the year before you see them again.
Oh, and another thing that he said to us that I just want to reiterate because I saw him go back into talk back again. It's so funny though that like all people freak out so much, and I wanted to ask you guys if you know, or maybe Jason. I know you're probably online a little bit more than Kirill looking at this stuff. I didn't see that many people saying it was a robbery, but like he got back and talked back and was like, "Here I am, I'm gonna say it again. Like it couldn't have been any fucking closer. Just because you didn't like the one that won by 2% doesn't mean it's a robbery." And like I didn't get that vibe from that many people on that.
I haven't seen a ton of it, but I have seen some of it, and for even some of it, it's weird.
Right,
it's not a robbery by any means. But I didn't think there was. I haven't seen enough to warrant Troy going out there and making another post.
Yeah, that's why I was like, oh, maybe I'm in the wrong group. I missed it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't think it warranted that. It wasn't a robbery. It could have went either way. I think it went the right way. I mean, obviously, because that makes me right. But fucking, it was super, super, super fucking close, and nobody should complain about that. See, now here's the thing too. Like Marv was even saying in the battle, and all these fans that think it's KOTD's narrative to have Diz versus Charron. That's the battle they want to see. So I guess this means Family Man Hayes is a shoo-in to beat Diz now, right? Because we got to make Diz versus Charron. Got to get them both out of the battle. I'm looking out for you, Saya.
So now it's Marv versus Hayes?
Yeah. No, it's Hayes versus
Marv
Diz.
versus XL.
Marv versus XL, yeah.
Family Man Hayes is battling Diz.
No, I'm just saying if Charron versus Diz is not happening, so now it's got to be Marvin Hayes.
No, dude.
To replace that. I'm just saying to headline that battle, right?
Oh, the headline. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Charron versus Diz does need to happen someday, but that's a whole show within itself. The other tournament battle, Times versus Ciddy. That was another one that was really close. I thought Times got it. Kirill thought Ciddy got it. What did you think on that one before the judges delineated?
I thought Times got that one.
Everybody's just against me.
I know.
Nobody likes you.
She stands alone. No, I mean, but again, just like Marvin Charron, like that's not a clear, you know what I mean? Like I don't think anybody was sitting around being like, "Oh, what do you mean, Ciddy? What the fuck? It shows a body." Like, nah, dude. Like that one. That's why this whole event, even though it was only 2 tournament battles, was like the one everybody was the most hype over because these 2 battles went the way they went.
What'd you think about when? What'd you think about Times pulling out the 50 Gs?
I mean, I didn't expect that. I was like, "What are you doing?" I mean, I
I've seen Organic telling him to hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, put that away. Put that away.
It's like, I'm not stopping your time, man. Fucking, yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, that was funny, too. Did you see that, Amy? Organic's like, I'm not stopping your time.
Yeah.
When there was like, Times was like, putting away the money and
well, because he had already cut off Ciddy, and Ciddy was like, what the fuck? Damn it.
Yeah, I love that Organic. He always holds shit down like that. He always has.
Yeah.
I really can appreciate that. That's the thing that other league owners, I noticed, they let shit get away too much, and they don't keep control of the crowd and the battlers, and there's too much interruption between, too many breaks between the bars. You don't get a good flow going. Organic's just like, fuck you. Right. You're gonna run out of time. Keep rapping.
What do you guys think about the prop? Should it give bonus in marking before bringing a prop and working it in?
It's so tricky. I don't like for that
because you know what I mean. If that becomes a trend and then people start bringing stupid shit, it might turn very dumb.
People have brought.
I got a 2-on-2 for you to watch.
Yeah, I remember when
because like the daylight pulls out some crazy shit. Sometimes it works, and then sometimes it's a shit on the stage, right?
Yeah.
Side note: have y'all seen Daylight's shoes?
Yes.
Partnership.
Yes.
Just one word reaction, and we can move on.
Daylight's what? Sorry.
He has a shoe partnership, a shoe deal.
I never heard no shit like that. No.
I saw them.
And.
I saw them.
And.
I saw them.
All right, go on.
I mean, it's not my type of shoe to begin with, so.
Okay, they look like socks to walk on the moon. I'll just say it. But anyway,
that is kind of what they look like. They look like cross trainers and shit. And like,
I'm not deep enough. I'm only in the talkback group on Facebook.
Yeah, all white shell-toed shoes are basically, or Fila's, Adidas, shit like that. The fucking Nike, Reebok, but
where's I'm gonna Google it right now. Fuck you guys.
Yeah, those. It's just not my type of thing.
No. Okay. Anyway, props. I think that a well-placed prop, like, again, frack with the COVID chart, I think things like that are,
See, now that's the thing too. That got brought into question afterwards as weeks went on and people calmed down a
black
bit.
Things with the yellow stripe?
Yeah. They calmed down a bit.
I mean, is that right?
There was a huge reaction to that. But is that a fucking, is that hip-hop? Is that a bar?
No. What I'm saying, though, is like...
Steam?
I think in a well-placed moment, like it's fun, it's great. I think we all love to see that when it hits right. But I think that only plays into crowd reaction. If crowd reaction is one of your, like parts of your rubric for scoring, then you're going to get your reaction however you're going to get it, whether you're a props guy or not. No, I personally feel very strongly about the fact that there should be no preference given to people trying to figure out how to work in props. No.
Yeah, I agree with you. And that prop of pulling out 50 G's, if there was an event with an audience in Detroit, I don't think you should do that probably. So if you're going to do it, if there's any time to do it, it's now.
I think it's okay to do it if you can work it in. I just don't think it should be weighed into judging at all because I think we get into some real dumb shit.
I don't remember whose cell phone went off the other time. Remember? And that was worked in pretty well.
That was, oh my God.
Was it Clone?
Why am I blanking on this? It was in the South.
Was it not Clone? Oh, okay.
No, it wasn't Clone. It was that card. It was the Card Family Man Hayes clone, So Severe, and Eddie Ivor before that. Who the fuck was before them? Street Hymns and Loose Cypher were on that card, and the other one.
Honestly, I don't remember.
Smoking weed leads to I forget.
And I didn't see that one.
Yeah, Sammy, do your Googles.
I know, I'm not doing the Googles. This is unimportant. But also,
that was just what I'm saying.
So that's not a prop.
That thing, what are you talking about? Sorry, say it again.
I said, but that instance that you're talking about, they swore up and down that was not planned. So I wouldn't call it that.
I don't know, man. That was a fucking alarm.
But earlier in that same
battle,
that's
an alarm sound. Sorry for stopping, but I know, you know what I mean? I know that phone, and that's a fucking alarm sound. Unless you set an alarm sound as a ringtone, who the fuck does that? Who does that, though?
Earlier in that same battle, the same guy did the thing with had the Phil Collins drums from Feel It in the Air Tonight play. He paused his battle. Somebody played that in the back out of their phone, and then he continued boom, 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 that shit, right? So, was that? Did you consider that a prop?
Obviously, that's a prop.
I didn't see it, so I can't really.
Oh yeah, that's when you lost your internet in your life.
Yeah, that was a terrible night.
No, that's definitely a prop. What do you mean? Anything extra is a prop. Anything but your voice is a prop, right?
Now, when Jim's pulled out props against DNA, that did not work. You could see the look on DNA's face.
I remember seeing that battle.
This motherfucker's serious? He's okay. Let's do it. That backfired. I have no problem with it. I think it's fun, especially if it's done right. But it's hard to say if the judges should consider that into their scoring. I don't think they should take away points, but I don't know if it gets you points.
I just don't think that should be something that we're adding a layer of point giving to, because that's just not it's not everybody's judging preference. It's not everybody's style, and you're literally just asking for dumb shit.
I mean,
like not everything.
Imagine a Marvwon Charron bottle, and only one of them had a prop.
But that could have happened. Who cares?
Right.
So Marv did have a prop. He had a mirror.
Right.
Oh, that's right. True. That's right.
Yeah.
That did happen.
And
it's
my
bullshit
opinion,
that I can't rewatch it. I don't remember every little single moment. Sorry, what?
I said, in my opinion, in that case, the mirror didn't help them. I mean, it wasn't a huge flop, but that didn't do. I mean, there wasn't shit about that mirror moment after Charron, came back about it. But I was like, ooh, Marv got him with that mirror.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually have in my notes to hear about the mirror. Yeah.
Oh, Krill's in his notes.
Well, fuck.
30 pages of rhymes in this motherfucker.
Right, gotta do something.
Gotta do something. Motherfucker can't speak. Times and Ciddy.
Anyway, I will say though, I did expect way more Times name flips than we got. I remember the reverse time one, but I mean, Times is such an easy name, I think, for most people to flip. I was expecting a whole lot more of that. I mean, we got all of the lazy eye bars we could ever possibly dream of, but I expected more name flips.
Man, listen, sorry, but when he called him Uncle Ruckus, shit, yeah. Any motherfuckers seen Boondocks? Have you seen it?
Mm-hmm.
Uncle, he fucking nailed it with Uncle Ruckus, man. Oh, it's so bad.
The first
sorry, that's all I had to say. But just Uncle Ruckus shit was just
chiming in with the important notes.
Yep,
that was fucking hilarious. We lost Joey Gambello and Gage. ATF must have shut that down. No, on a serious note, though, I'm not sure exactly what happened, but I think Gage lost a family member or something. So that's really fucking shitty if that's the correct story.
Yeah, condolences.
But they will be apparently rescheduling that battle, and that's, from what I understand, it's going to be some gangsta shit. We lost that. We had Michael Ice and Stackboy Chuck. Now, for those who did not see, I mean, I didn't think it was horrible or anything by any means. Stackboy Chuck did a really good job, and Michael Ice wasn't.
Who was the
trash.
British the British guy? What's his name?
Shoddy Horror. It goes to Shoddy Horror. Camera goes on him as a judge. First word out of his mouth. No. Just no. Avo and Organic, I'm going to beat the shit out of you when I see you. Get that shit the fuck out of here. No. And then it went to 6 seconds, and 6 seconds was fucking damn near crying. He was laughing so hard because he saw Shoddy. And he was like, Shoddy's right. There's nothing else to be said. It's mid-tier. I mean, they kind of recapped it properly. And it was really funny. But I hate to see it because, I don't know, I guess they're battle rappers, but battle rappers are the most sensitive motherfuckers in the world. So hopefully Stackboy and Michael Ice didn't feel, shit on by their reactions.
Hey,
but
Chuck got his belt. He's good.
Yeah, no shit in Bar Wars. So he had some dope lines, though. It's nice seeing some good up-and-comers.
Buddy Huck cut his round short in that battle, too, right?
Yeah, Michael Ice did.
Yeah. Third round. I have no notes on that one, so it's hard to remember.
With Gambello and Gage there, fuck that, excluding Stackboy Chuck and Michael Ice, because, I mean, obviously that wasn't the judge's cup of tea. But what Joey Gambello and Gage could have brought, along with the other two battles, that might have been one of the better events out of this tournament so far. But then again, fucks. I mean, 75% of that would be because of Charron and Marv. That was just
tournament battles at this point are nice no matter what, because they're coming. You know what I mean? They're coming that much closer, so they're bringing everything.
I hope it doesn't fucking stop. I hope they do a
fuck. You can't. How would it stop?
No, what do you mean? How would it stop? This is the third one. I'm saying keep doing them every fucking
year. Yeah. I'm talking about. Talking about the intensity.
Stop.
No,
fuck it. We're good here. Marv wins.
I thought you were talking about the intensity of the tournament. I was just like, I don't think it's gonna stop. The shit's getting realer and realer.
Oh fuck no! The pressure is turning up.
So wait, I got two things though. First of all, Ak mentioned at one point that there would be some date changes coming up, and I didn't get the feeling when he said that it had anything to do with Joey Gambello and Gage. And he didn't say anything else. Did you catch that? It was earlier on in the event that he said that there was going to be some date changes in the future. But I mean, there's only a couple events left anyway, and they're not started. I mean, they're off next weekend, right? So, curious what that is about. A and B. Thoughts about all of the judges being online and none in the building now?
I don't know if that's right either, but it's like we've talked about before in past episodes. They're playing with things. They're going for fine tuning. That's another sign actually that they might keep the tournaments going right? So by tournament number 2 or 3 or whatever, 2021, 2022, they have everything fine-tuned. Maybe that's why they're doing it, but I don't know if that's the right look. Maybe they did it to cut down on costs. Maybe they don't find a difference. Maybe they've had judges who have done in the building and out of the building, and they say there's no difference. I don't know, but I would think that 2 in the building, 2 at home. Neither one of you have been fucking fortunate enough to go to a live battle rap event, but there's a fucking huge difference. Amy, you would know this from fights. There's a difference between watching a fight live and watching a fight at home.
Oh God, dude!
Right?
Absolutely, yeah.
Right? No. Right? So it's along the same lines, yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that's the right look, but then again,
I think the 50-50 shit was the best, to be honest with you. I don't think you can do better than that. Having half the judges there and half the judges online. Yeah. You know what I mean? Because that seems to be the fairest.
What would have happened if the fans voted and it was 50-50?
Dude, that would have been some. Well, wait, back up a step though. Is that if audience reaction again is 0% of the criteria, or it's supposed to be 0% of the criteria? If that's the way that they're looking at it, then I think it's the right thing to not have anybody in the building. So you're not even exposed to what the people there, you know, if you're really trying to hammer home audience reaction isn't part of our rubric. And you're just things go. Like, I'm with you, Jason. Like, when I noticed that early on, I was like, oh shit, it kind of seemed like 50-50 split was a good way to do that. So you kind of see what's going on. But then, like, also maybe there's shit going on we don't know about, you know, but yeah. I do feel very strongly that if they want audience reaction to be none of it other than the Twitch vote, then get those judges the fuck out of the building.
I wonder if there's a way too they could even hook a direct feed from the mic. They're not wearing lav mics, so I was going to say the mic so it doesn't pick up the audience at all.
They're wearing
right
headphones.
Into the
it's
into the
direct
line.
As going to get. Most of the judges are wearing headphones. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But if we put headphones on, you're just looking at the live stream.
It's still going to be right in your ear, right?
If they're in lav
the
mics,
purpose of headphones is also to cut out the outside noise too, right? So you're concentrated in the moment, right? It's not just to hear it closer.
Yeah, but you're talking about having the battlers being mic'd up, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So the only thing you hear is the battlers.
You're still going to hear motherfuckers around them breathing and farting and all that.
No, a dynamic lav mic, you wouldn't.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't know. I never worked with lav mics. I know the mics I have, usually when you turn out, you hear the fucking neighbors, right? So
I don't know if I'm making more work for fucking Avo and his team here with one of the judges is going to hear this. Be like, yeah, that's a great idea. Avo, hook it up. He's going to be like, fuck you. That's like fucking 30 more wires and new mics and fucking new software. I did, however, hear Ak give a shout out to the building downtown yesterday on the stream. That was pretty cool.
I heard that.
We can say as featured on Twitch, right, or some shit like that.
There you go.
No,
that's cool, the play where we need to be able to run it back so we can clip that audio.
Yes, and then use it for promotional purposes.
I'd get the fucking video.
No, that was dope though. Appreciate that, Ak. We're looking forward to having him back on. So I guess the plan is there's no show next weekend. Not us, no show. There's no KOTD next week, this Sunday. Is that confirmed?
I mean, that's what they said. That's the last they said. But
that's the last I've heard too, right? So we can
the
say
next
that
one supposedly is what, the 22nd?
Second, and that's going to be Family Man versus Diz and Saint versus
So Severe.
So we got nothing to look forward to. There's no point in talking about what's coming in 2 weeks. People have fucking 5-minute memories these days.
Maybe we should talk to some fans.
We're going to do that this week or next week. That is a thing that is going to happen, along with many other KOTD guests and battle rap guests and other guests and us. Maybe we'll be your own guests.
We need to do a weed show.
We need to do a weed show. Krill comes in with the good ideas.
We're back here with the hard-hitting journalism from Kirill.
No, dope. It was overall. I don't want to get too much into covering all of round 2 because we're going to do a recap show for the entirety of round 2, probably sometime this week. Well, definitely sometime this week, but probably in the next couple days. But overall, round 2 was good. We just capped that off with the North. North was amazing. Finished round 2 off with fucking a classic that's been. I mean, this shit should have happened. That it was scheduled to happen. I'm just surprised it hasn't happened fucking 100 times by now. Those guys have been around so long, and it was worth the fucking wait. And congratulations to Marvwon on the victory. Charron was my front runner, but Marv got him. Marv is the one that I thought would be able to get him out of everyone in that tournament from the beginning, or in that division from the beginning, and Marv got him, and he didn't catch him slipping either. It was Marv got the motherfucker.
But you know what? Charron puts on a clinic on losing gracefully.
Yes.
Well, because it couldn't have played out any better. 49-51.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
I mean, did you see Ciddy 15 minutes before that in his little?
Yeah. Yes, I did.
So that's all I'm saying.
Charron, like, he's out to 50 Gs. That sucks, obviously. But do you think his stock went down?
No, that was a great battle, bro.
Yeah.
That's not a fucking.
Mm-hmm. That's like Clone and Family Man Hayes, because Clone's stock went fucking woo through the roof after Carter, and he lost to Family Man Hayes in a judged battle. But I don't think Clone's stock went down in that battle. That battle was a fucking back and forth war. That was an awesome battle, best battle in the tournament, in my opinion, until Marv and Charron.
Yeah, that was a crazy battle.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody loses on this level, I don't think, anymore. You know what I mean? Frack was the only one that pulled it out of the first round, that's for sure. You know what I mean? Having a win out of a loss.
Yeah.
But right now, nobody loses, I don't think. If anybody comes and brings what they're supposed to bring, nobody's going to lose. They might get kicked off the tournament, but if they do, if they put out if they put up the show of this level, right? This is the top tier shit, right? This doesn't get no.
Yeah.
This don't get no better in English.
We're going to the quarterfinals now. Fucking final 8. And we got the final 4 and the finals. Fucking the performances have to keep getting better. And like you said, there should be no loser. It'll be a goddamn shame if somebody chokes from here on out.
And the comment, I'm not sure who's
What the fuck?
What'd you say?
I said it'd be a goddamn shame if somebody chokes from here on out. And Amy said,
anything
don't
would
say
happen though, right? But I was gonna say the crazy thing is I'm not sure who the fuck was it, so I'm not gonna say the name, but there was a comment in the talkback that J Murder battle was watched more than had more views than
Gully. You were saying, yeah, it was Gully that said it in talkback.
I'm not sure who did. That's what I said. That's why I didn't want to say the name. I wasn't sure, but I know it was one of the
KOTD guys.
personnel. Yeah. And because he said it, was just like let that sink in for a second, right?
Yeah, J Murder and Show Off had more views than fucking Tay-Rock versus Mook. That's insane. And it's like,
did you hear anything about Tay-Rock and Mook though? Because I heard that wasn't something really to write home about once it all was said and done. I haven't seen it. I
want to see it so fucking bad. I heard Mook was incredible. Have you seen the GIF that somebody made with fucking the Thriller Michael Jackson video and Tay-Rock?
No.
Oh, I gotta send this to you when we're done the show. Oh my god, it's funny. And this isn't like fucking fuck you guys. KOTD's winning. More battle rap that wins overall. Everyone fucking wins. But that is something to think about because URL gets more views, brings in more people.
No, the comparison was because Murder Mook and Tay-Rock are stars, right?
Yep.
And it's not no disrespect, but J Murder battle wasn't of that caliber.
J Murder and
right?
Show Off are not as well known as them. That's
what the comparison was made, right?
Yep. That is fucking crazy, and it's awesome to see. And I know as much as like the KOTD staff, fucking, I'm sure like they're like, it's a nice victory to be winning in views. That's what you want, you know. But I don't think they're celebrating failure with that. It's just food for thought type thing. It's good. It's nice to see battle rap advancing, getting on these platforms. I don't know if we'll ever see live events again though with this fucking coronavirus bullshit, but that would be even better because fuck. If the North was in Toronto, I'd be at every fucking North Division event.
Right.
Oh, that'd be just a beautiful time. I'd be drunk, running around the background like an asshole.
That's what we need.
No, I'm the good battle rap fan. I keep my mouth shut. You should see some of these people. That's another thing Organic's always held down well at events I'm at. He's like, shut the fuck up. Hey, in the back, shut the fuck up or I will throw you the fuck out. I give no warnings. And they just shut up.
That's the way it should be, though. I don't want to, you know what I mean? Like, it's...
Saw Bishop Brigante one time at a battle rap event. He was telling people to move back. Avo and his team were setting up the cameras and getting everything ready for the next battle. And fucking Bishop starts stomping along like where nobody should be. And he's like, I will stomp on your fucking feet. I don't care. So those lines. And everybody starts moving their feet and shuffling away. And Bishop just kept yelling, back the fuck up. Yeah, they really control the fucking crowd there. It's nice. So let's see them control more crowds and let me be in it.
Yeah, I'm done.
Yep, I'll wait for my time here in Ohio.
Fuck that. Get rid of this virus. You can come here, KOTD. Make it happen at like one of the old school spots. But I think those places don't even exist anymore.
Ew.
Anyway, that is it for North Round 2 recap for the KOTD Grand Prix. It picks up again November 22nd on Twitch, live and free. For Amy Barton, for Kirill Kasatskiy, I'm Jason Kelly. This is The Building Downtown. We out. Peace.
Building downtown. Building downtown. Building downtown.